Okay, I see everyone waiting for me. I'm guessing this is where I'm gonna see my Photoshop photo. Is it close? Is it nearby? That's so bad. That's so good. That's so bad. Okay, we are back at Universal. Today is the day the Tribute Store kind of opens. It's the team member and annual pass holder preview day for the Tribute Store. I'm so excited. As we all know, I spent like $250 to put my face in the Tribute Store. I'm excited to see it. No idea what this little cage and netting is. Normally they have like arcade games over here to win plush prizes. That's probably what it is. There's the Tribute Store, and then there's a very long line for all the annual pass holders waiting.
Eventually.
We are right here. Oh my gosh.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
On,
oh
yeah.
my god. We're in. I'm so happy. Okay, we are on the hunt for my photo. Fur coats, lights. So apparently we're supposed to read this letter.
I've been at Shady Brook for so long now. I'm so glad to finally be back in my home where I belong. The family familiarity of my house is not lost on me, and I can see that the intrigue of my other side trying to peer in like the dark times. As I sit in my parlor admiring my accomplishments, I cannot help but wonder, when will this all happen again? It surely will happen once more.
Oh. All right, so the first thing you see when you walk in is a giant bear. Okay, long live Earl the Squirrel. We have spotted him on the staircase over here. Here's like a witch talking with a demon. You got all these old creepy photos. This is a bunch of merch I have not seen yet before. Okay, so far I think I'm gonna get this shirt. So you got Haunted Hill House, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Bride of Frankenstein, Icons, a Jack. Now this little scare zone really surprised me is that they've brought in Chucky this year. This is their classic ringer. These are always super comfortable and I always go with these. Then they have a jean jacket with Frankenstein on it. You got a tank top that says Drop Dead Gorgeous. Again, we kind of went over these like creepy socks that they have. They have a bunch of toothpick holders, drawstring bag. Okay, so inside here they have the Dracula and Bride mold from HHN 19 and the Freaks and Foons from Islands Scare Zone that they had years ago. This is the mask. So I'm guessing they'll be wearing this mask in the Scare Zone.
Okay, everything on my walls remind me of where I've been and who I really am. But who am I? Am I a man or am I a monster?
Am I a man or am I a Muppet?
Even I am not sure after the past. But nevertheless, my collected possessions and prized trophies do allow for some resemblance of normality. There's so many truths to my adventures, cannot even remember anymore. And yet I know this is where I belong. My one true desire is to be free.
Whoa, okay, so they're selling like those custom-made skulls like always, but look at this organ. I don't know what's going on right there. There's like dust or something coming out of the organ. Is it? You can hear it playing. This is cool. Oh my gosh, then they have, you can buy all these masks. You got the Wolfman, you got Krampus, you got Stay Puft, you got Shorty, you got Billy, Dracula, Freddy, Mosswalker, Blood Pig, Fatso, Mike Myers, Chucky, Slim, Scarecrow, and Lady Liberty. So all these masks are throwbacks to like past scare zones and past houses from Horror Nights. All right, so the mold for this year is gonna be Frankenstein right there. They're $6. These are all the little pamphlets and maps that they hand out for all the Horror Nights. HHN 17 model. Now they have like a retro Frankenstein lunchbox and a Bride of Frankenstein lunchbox and a Mummy lunchbox. I'm tempted to buy this for Keith. Like little purses. They're not lounge flies, but you have a Bride little purse and a Frankenstein purse. And then we showed this shirt earlier for the preview merch. It's time to go into the next room. I see Jack. And then right above the fireplace, they have Jack with a giant portrait. Okay, so it looks like each one of the icons has a bust. I'm just freaking out right now. This is so cool. All right, now my first year that I went was when Chance was here. All right, so here's the lantern that trapped all the icons in it. There's all these daggers. You got the storyteller, the usher, Jack, caretaker, and the director. Over here you can see a photo of Lady Luck. There's just so many like props and details and behind the scenes stuff for all the past houses. There in the corner there's a picture of Bill and Ted. The next note, are you ready? Do you need water?
No, I'm good. The flirtation I feel with the otherworldly is becoming too great. Studying the anatomy of change and what it's doing to me is causing a great sense of urgency and passion for which I cannot seem to tame. The real question is, do I resist the urges or give in again? It's only a matter of time. I ponder what's next, but it is really out of question when the duality of myself is the forefront of my every waking moment in this house.
I just saw the picture move. Oh, if you look closely, you'll see them move. That's awesome. Now they got the merchandise shirts for Haunting of Hill House over here. Now back in the day, they had this like giant robot that like blew fire. This looks like it's from the Walking Dead house. This is a really dope shirt. 30 years, 30 fears. It's almost like a vintage circus poster because you got Jack and Chance right there. Now they have these new mystery sets of all these figures. I think I'm gonna have to buy 2 of them to see what I get. Now they have these new little mystery boxes and mystery pins of the little icon characters or universal characters, but they've put it on a t-shirt. They even have like a magnet set of it, and then they have creepy Chucky socks. And then over here they just have a sign that says Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. Okay, I see everyone waiting for me. I'm guessing this is where I'm gonna see my Photoshop photo. Is it close? Is it nearby? Where is it? That's so bad. That's so good, but so bad. Oh my God, what is going on? I think I'm driving a car, or I'm I know, there I am. Wow. Yeah, look, the wallpaper is Jack. Okay, let's look at everyone's photo now. They put Jackie right over there. You see Jen right there, and then you see Tim right there. That is hilarious. And then... Now, when you're walking through the hallway, you really can't not spot me. I'm just there. Some of these they really blend in because of the dark hallway, and then I'm just, bam, looking at you. All right, Jackie's freaking out over there at her photo, but Allison, what's the next little letter?
The community is becoming one with me, and I'm becoming one with them. Worship the same feelings of psychological penetration from untamed forces. I know that they will all feel it too. It's coming, and it's bigger than ever. The event of the century. I know they will show up in scores of groups from all around town. The question is, where we all hunt as one, how much will we feed? I know what scares me, and I know what scares them. The horror will commence tonight.
All right, it's time to go into the next room. I'm excited. I'm loving this and digging it. And whoa, we're like some greenhouse right now. We've entered into a greenhouse. It smells like a greenhouse. Doesn't look like Jurassic Park anymore. A new Beetlejuice shirt. Never trust the living. What is this? Oh, okay. I don't think I should be touching that. I don't want to come home with a curse. Okay, look at this creepy, like Chucky Beetlejuice doll. Okay, for 150 bucks, you can get your very own little Beetlejuice. And I think, Peter, I think they specifically made this for you. They added a wonderful little bucket hat. And I think it's reversible because you can see the snake on the inside and it says strange and unusual. Oh my God. Oh, when you're reading the last letter, yeah, the caretaker is creeping back there. All right, you gotta stare into the caretaker's eyes now and read us the next letter.
Everything is beginning to become undone. It's happening again. Shady Brook kept me locked away once, but not this time. This time, the monster will have his mate and feed. The leather will be rippled from the flesh. Ew. The house on the hill will be haunted, and all icon will emerge as one. No more resisting, no more fighting, no more sorrows. Time to unleash the beast.
And they have like Beetlejuice leggings, the handbook for the recently deceased. Now, they sold this last year. We think we figured out that the whole house was the caretaker's house, right? Here's his bag and his hat. The Shady Brook is where Jack was in the asylum. So it looks like he was going to the asylum, and this is all about Jack. So it looks like Jack is 38, he's single. Previous place to abode is October 31st, 91. That's the first year of Horror Nights. 30 years of fear. Duration of attack, ongoing. Really cool. There's a lot of little details. You can just sit here and read this all. Time for some tribute store snacks. So the tribute store snacks are at the Carriage House Confectionery. Over here they have saddle snacks, which is just kind of like that bloody popcorn that you could purchase. Oh yes, they brought back the gummies at a Stable Sweet. Now they're not pulsing or anything. Well, they do have little hearts that are pulsing, but they also have these rings up there. And then over here at Treats, Eats, and Feed, they have some of the cotton candy from Beetlejuice. All the problems happen there. Never want to live there. Terrible place.
That's why they call it scary.
Scary.
Kevin, I hope those treats aren't as bad as last year.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
There's no tooth tart, so it's only up from there.
Exactly.
This is where I normally sit. They were trying to trap me. There's some chocolate or, I don't know, tar or something. I may have dropped the other one while taking a photo, so we might have had to get another one. I actually really enjoy that. At first, I thought I wasn't gonna like Allison's candy corn brownie because their frosting really wasn't good in the past. I really enjoyed it. It was almost tasted like if you ever had like a cookie cake, like that frosting that they have on it. I think I do like an 8 out of 10. At first, it kind of looks like a hard, dried out brownie, but it's not. It's like crispy and crunchy on the outside, but once you get into it, it's like soft and almost kind of like brownie battery. Now it's time to try the coffin. See, there's like blood coming out of it. Not what I was expecting at all. No. So inside, so it's like a chocolate shell, right? So it's kind of like the chocolate they used on the Jurassic Park egg. It's kind of like that, but this is just too thick. And there's like this like black food coloring on it, and it gets all over your hands. And then inside, there's just kind of like dried up brownie bits. So it's not like a good moist brownie, it's just like these dried up crunchy bits. And then on top there's like this frosting, which is nice. It's like a light and fluffy frosting. I wouldn't get that again. It's kind of a mess. Taste is kind of mediocre, nothing special about it. I think I'll do a 5 out of 10 on that like coffin thing. I thought it was gonna be kind of like an Oreo cheesecake sort of thing. It's not. So far I really enjoyed Allison's candy corn brownie. Okay, I'm struggling right now. I sat in the chocolate. How bad is it?
It doesn't look like poo.
It looks like I have a skid mark.
It's straight in the crease.
So then, oh yeah, get all in there.
Well, it kind of looks like a diarrhea skid mark. So if anybody asks, I'm just gonna say I'm pulling the Crohn's card today. But it's whatever this is. You can see my skid mark if you come here to Universal. That's where it happened. Now it's time to have the Bride of Frankenstein cake. It looks like there's a giant, I don't know, like a blown up tick on top or a football on top. Oh, why does it feel like that?
What the hell?
Why is it squishy? Oh my God, what is going on? I've been inked. We're just gonna go right into the ink sack of. I like the milk chocolate. Oh, there's stuff oozing out now. Oh, you get like a raspberry jam in there. It's like buttercream in there with like a vanilla cake. See how the cake is? I've had wedding cake that tastes just like that. The cake, we're gonna do a 9 out of 10. It tasted just like a wedding cake. I've had wedding cakes like that. If you want kind of like a moist, really sugary, like vanilla pound cake, that's what it tastes like. But I thought it was fun to look at, the cake design, and the taste was pretty good. I think they've really improved since last year. They've added up a new sign where the Fear Factor stage was. It says Halloween Nightmare Fuel, and it has all the nights that it's happening. It doesn't give the show times though. Now they've added a bunch of new menu items to the San Francisco food truck over here by Brew. Now this is where they had the brisket sandwich, and I love that brisket sandwich. So they were like chicken tender sandwiches now. So they have a buffalo hot. Apparently this is extremely hot. They have a banh mi, and then I'm gonna be getting the barbecue.
I got the barbecue sandwich. It's gonna have hand-breaded chicken tenders tossed in golden barbecue sauce, topped with organic slaw, dill pickles, you know I'm removing those, and roasted garlic mayonnaise on a soft roll. And we're totally not about to do a voiceover for the eating part because I totally didn't lose all that audio. Look at my limp noodle weak arms trying to lift this heavy sandwich. Ooh, the further we get into this video, the more busted I look. But so the sandwich is really good. Doesn't taste like your standard barbecue sauce. Chicken tenders kind of tasted like, if you've ever been to like B-dubs, they're boneless wings, but a little thicker and a little more tender and juicier. And everything mixed very nicely together. It was just a little over sauce.
Run down to the little sandwich. It was good. I'll do an 8 out of 10. It kind of tasted like an orange chicken like sub. I missed the brisket melt. If you're hungry, that's definitely something you'd split between 2 people because there's just so much chicken on it. Okay, every single ride that we're seeing right now has like a 5 or 10 minute wait. Transformers is 5 minutes. Now you're probably confused on why there's a bunch of people in scrubs. It's not because there's a nursing convention in town. They're training for the RIP tour guides. There's like the VIP tour guides who walk everybody through the haunted houses. All right, so we're over at Poseidon's Fury. It's all boarded up. From the aerial photos, you can see that all the water's been drained. The rumor is it's gonna be Zelda, but I don't think that's coming until after Epic Universe. So I personally just think they're just kind of doing like a quick refurb to reopen it, but who knows? Now they've added like their own tribute store here at Islands of Adventure, which I think is really fun. It's called the All Hallows Eve Boutique. So this is from the Scarecrow stock. last year. It's the giant, like, Hagrid skeleton. There's a lot going on right now. Wow. It's a lot of the same merchandise that they have in the tribute store. So they have a coffin in here. Oh, they do. They got a coffin. There's a light. I wish I could see who's in there. But this all has like a spooky 50s vibe in here. Oh, this is that skeleton. I remember that they had him in the skeleton bar last year. This is new to Universal. They have a All Hallows Eve fresh fudge Rocky Road. Okay, this pumpkin does kind of really creep me out though. Or is it a moon? But up here, if you look in the corner, that's the tribute store at Universal Studios. Now all these paintings are like black light reflective. Sing a song of Halloween. Pumpkins everywhere. Cats and bats and witches are flying through the air. You can purchase your very own little Grim Reaper over here. Oh, it looks almost like a voodoo doll. I'm glad to see all these pumpkins have gone to a good use. Okay, I haven't seen this yet. It's like a drawstring bag, but it's only for Universal Annual Pass holders, and it's like a pinball design.
But I loved it in there. It felt like a more family-friendly tribute store. Okay, we've exited out of the parks. We're gonna go to the movies. The great thing about this movie theater, if you're an annual pass holder, the tickets are $8 each, so we're gonna go see Free Guy, and then we're gonna talk about the day and the new tribute store and unbox his new little mystery figures.
Okay, so guys, we're back at home. First off, I want to talk about Free Guy. I think it's one of my favorite movies I've seen all year. 9 out of 10. I was constantly laughing the entire movie. It was great. If you want like a good, fun, blockbuster movie, go see it. There's so many like fun little Easter eggs and nods and stuff. I enjoyed it. All right, so let's do a little rundown of the entire day. First off, I got the little mystery minis we gotta open. Now, I only got 2 of them. There's 6 of them. So let's hope we get something good. So let's talk about today before I open these. I love the tribute store so much. The Universal Creative Team put so much love and care into every single inch of that tribute store. Now, I do want to say for guests visiting, like I feel like last year is more like photogenic and more people will like recognize stuff because there's a lot of the IPs like Beetlejuice and stuff in that tribute store. This tribute store is like for hardcore Halloween Horror Nights fans. I know a good amount of Halloween Horror Nights, but I do not know it all. It's been around for like 30 years, so I'm sure 75% of the stuff that I was looking at, I was very confused. Now Chris, my buddy Chris, could tell me every single thing and the backstory of every single item in there. Throughout the course of Halloween Horror Nights, we're gonna do more of a deeper dive into the tribute store and the backstory of all the different icons and stuff like that. If you haven't been to the tribute store, I highly suggest it. Most of the tribute store snacks were really good. There are just so many of them. There's like a couple dozen different snacks that they have there. There's gonna be so much to do at Halloween Horror Nights this year. It's literally gonna be the biggest Horror Nights ever. And it was crazy because I met so many of you guys. It just still blows my mind that anybody watched these videos. Okay, let's open the first one. Let's do a little rundown of the box. All right, so they're called Studio Screamers. On the side, you got a couple of the figures right there. And on the back, you got Frankenstein's Monster, Gilman, Chucky, Chance, Caretaker, and Jack. These things are a little pricey. They're $18 each. All right, I'm hoping for either the Gilman or Jack or Frankenstein's Monster. I kind of want anything but Chucky. Watch them be all Chuckies. Okay, now you can't squeeze them like Wishables and find out what's in there. These suckers are sealed up tight, like some astronaut food. What do we got? Hey, we got the Caretaker. Okay, reading all those notes today in the tribute store, were we right that that was the Caretaker writing that? Because at the final note, he was like creeping in the background, or was it completely someone different? Let me know down in the comments, because again, we are not experts on all this stuff. Here's a little shot of him in the front and the back. One down, one to go. What do we got? What do we got? Yeah! We got the Gilman. Back when I was a kid and I was the creature from the Black Lagoon for Halloween. Cool, here's a little shot of him. These have a good heft to them. They're not light and they're not like cheaply produced. They're definitely for like to be set up as a display. Okay, now I kind of need the rest of them now, except Chucky. Sorry, Chucky. How about every single time we go back, we'll try and get a new one and we will see if we can collect them all. All right, guys, I hope you have enjoyed me posting 4 videos in 4 days. It's been a lot of work. I hope the quality hasn't slipped too much. I love you all. Please stay safe, and I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.
All right, so I opened up my locker, and it's full of popcorn. Why, people?